All right, I'd like to call the meeting to order. Annie, if you could please call the roll.
Mayor Paulin,
Here.
Vice Mayor Satula,
Here.
Councilwoman Grumbine. Here. Town Manager Hicks.
Here.
All right, if we could all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a brief moment of silence. Thank you. All right, first agenda item, approval of minutes, March 7th town meeting and March 23rd work session minutes.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion that we approve the minutes of March 7th town meeting and the March 23rd work session minutes.
Seconded.
All right, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? The ayes have it, and the minutes are approved. Moving on to reports of officers, boards, and committees. First, the permits report.
Building, use and occupancy, and sign permits issued during the month of March 2022. Building permits, March 1st, fence and deck connection for Jashira Robinson, 170 Seldovia Drive for a deck. March 16th, NVR Inc., Ryan Homes, 83 through 93 Caswell Drive, 6 new townhome units. March 16th, NVR Inc., Ryan Homes, 169 through 183 Seldovia Drive, 8 new townhome units. March 25th, Suntuity Solar for Alan Whitaker, 5 Beth Court solar panels. March 25th, Baker Home Solutions for Lakeisha Johnson, 100 Woodland Drive carport repairs. Use and occupancy permits, March 3rd, 4450 Indian Head Highway 2 LLC for 4450 Indian Head Highway, U.S. Bomb Tech Association. March 3rd, 4450 Indian Head Highway 2 LLC, 4450 Indian Head Highway for a steel canopy. March 28th, Keeshney Hill, 210 Chickaloon Place for a deck. March 2022, NVR Inc., Ryan Homes, Seldovia Drive, decks for 3 new townhomes. March 2022, NVR Inc., Ryan Homes, Seldovia Drive, 8 new townhome units. No temporary use and occupancy permits, no demolition permits, no grading permits, no sign permits, and no temporary sign permits.
Thank you, Annie. Moving on, finance report. Ginger?
March 2020 financial report. Beginning cash balance, $1,308,641.18. Total revenues, $315,482.06. Total expenditures, $765,153, with an ending cash balance of $858,970.24. Total investments, $380,212.91. Any questions?
A small correction, you said March 2020, it's 2022.
2022, yeah. Okay.
She really didn't.
I thought I said, never mind. I thought it was worse than that.
Thank you, Ginger. Moving on, town manager, code enforcement, and planning commission report.
No planning commission report to give. Town managers report, March 2022. Boardwalk, 99% of the work is complete. Emergency call boxes to be installed within the next few weeks. Once those call boxes are installed and fire and EMS can actually get to you if you have an issue, we will unlock the gate. Right now, the gate is locked. We've been getting a whole lot of questions about the gate being locked. Well, it's locked because call boxes aren't installed yet. SMECO will also be setting a transformer this month. ADA inspection passed with flying colors. Restrooms on the Village Green. We revised the entire submission packet, including the plan set with current dates, NEPA determination, addressed all previous SHA comments, and all SHA specifications to the current standards. We submitted the entire packet to SHA for review and approval. Comprehensive plan update. We submitted the comprehensive plan review packet since the previous packet submission was not received by the Critical Area Commission. I beg to differ. Response will be provided by the Critical Area Commission after the next meeting, which they will be holding on April the 6th. The town is working on next year's budget. That hearing is scheduled for April the 28th. The East Poplar stormwater design, the preliminary design is complete. We are awaiting permit approval. Buffer management plan at Manley Park. The buffer management plan was submitted last month. We are awaiting word from the Critical Area Commission. Wastewater permit application. That application is submitted to MDE. We are still awaiting comments and/or approval. The water allocation permit, the application has been submitted to MDE. We are awaiting comments and/or approval. Paving repairs to take place in town over the next few months. And last but not least, the town is in need of Board of Zoning Appeal members. Please, 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 if you're interested, contact the town hall. Code Enforcement Report, March 2022. The town issued 11 notices of violations during the month. 3 rubbish and garbage violations, 1 rubbish and garbage fine, 1 zoning permit violation, 2 rental license violations, 2 property maintenance violations, 1 property maintenance citation, and 1 untagged vehicle violation. The town also performed 28 rental inspections during the month, and we cleared 4 violations.
All right, thank you very much, Ryan. Moving on, fire prevention report. Wayne?
Good evening, everybody.
Evening.
Wayne Higdon here, Assistant Chief. Jeff's teaching class tonight, so I'm filling in for him. I don't have all the run stats yet, but March and the first part of April has been very busy in Charles County. They had a lot of serious fires. Recently in Waldorf, they had 2 fatalities on Heathcote Road. That's being investigated. We had a fire in Indian Head on Mattingly Avenue, and the occupant and our 3 cats were rescued, and there was some damage to the property. Next thing I want to mention is this Friday coming up, I think a lot of other organizations, we're having a fish fry at the firehouse, 4 to 8 p.m., drive-through or eat in, whichever. And I say it's 4 hours to get your belly full. So unfortunately, we don't have crabs. It's still too early for that. So and last but not least, we're encouraging everybody to switch out to the new smoke alarms, the 10-year model. And that way you don't have to worry about changing your battery every time you change your clock. So, but it's great. You put something in, you don't have to worry about it for 10 years. It's great, and they're fairly affordable. Right here, Brian Joad Supply, you can go up there and get them. And if you're not sure about how to install them, you get a hold of the firehouse. We can help you install it or install it for you. Also, they're pretty fancy since it's 10 years. Well, on the side of it, it'll say installed, and then you put the date. But I think that we had a report of one person that said installed, and they put living room. So anyway, we're pushing for those, and that's all I have right now.
Thank you, Wayne. Moving on.
Corporal
can
Alpert
you-
couldn't make it, but he did provide a report. Do you want me to read that?
Absolutely.
Okay. Town of Indian Head crime report. Crimes against person, there were none reported. Crimes against property were as follows. March 11th, destruction of property on Mattawoman Court. Unknown suspect threw object at victim's vehicle during road rage incident. Victim wished no police action. March 11th, stolen tags down at Gaines Auto Body. Unknown suspect stole dealer tag from lot. No security footage of the incident. March 17th, burglary, vacant apartment building near the base gate. Unknown suspect cut/stole copper piping from water heaters. Property owner wished no report. March 21st, theft on Pine Street. Residents had house fire, during which fire department removed damaged appliances to front yard of residence. Appliances were taken, but not by insurance company. March 24th, theft at the Dollar General. Suspect barred from the business and sent on their way. March 29th, theft from the Dollar General parking lot. Victim met unknown suspects in the parking lot to sell shoes. Suspect stole shoes and fled. Quality of life complaints. There were 2 for loitering, 1 for fireworks, 5 for landlord-tenant disputes, 1 for a mini bike, 2 for disorderly, 1 trespass, 2 CDS, and 2 landlord disputes. Notes as follows. Community Cleanup Day is coming. Saturday, May 21st is a great opportunity to get out and show your support for the town by pitching in to keep your community looking nice. It's also a perfect time to get outside on a hopefully beautiful spring day, meet your neighbor, and meet some of your community officers. The Charles County government will be providing supplies such as gloves, trash grabbers, etc., and will pick up any bags of trash collected. They have a link so it's through Charles County's government site. We'll make sure that's on the website. Remember, with the restructuring of COPS, the new point of contact will be our civilian community coordinator, Mr. Gus Proctor. He can be reached at 301-932-3080 or by email proctora@ccso.us. If an officer is needed at a community meeting, a request must be submitted through Mr. Proctor a week in advance. The Charles County Sheriff's Office and Charles County Crime Solvers work together to solve crimes and hold criminals accountable for their offenses. Crime Solvers offers rewards up to $2,000 for information that leads to the arrest or indictment of a person involved in criminal activity. You can submit tips anonymously by calling 1-866-411-TIPS or by visiting www.charlescountycrimesolvers.com. Community surveys are available. Community surveys can be completed by anyone in the community. It's a quick and easy form you can complete that helps provide the Charles County Sheriff's Office with a better understanding of how to best provide your community with the highest quality of police services possible. Completed forms can be forwarded to Corporal Alpert at alpertj@ccso.us or to Mr. Proctor at proctora@ccso.us, and those surveys are on the town's website.
Thank you, Annie.
No problem.
Moving on, briefings, we have none tonight. Presentations and recognitions, we have none. Resolutions, we have none. We do have the introduction of an ordinance 04-01-22.
Ordinance 04-01-22, introduced by Mayor and Council. Date introduced is this evening, April 4th, 2022. Date adopted is tentatively set for May 2nd, 2022. Date effective, tentatively May 22nd, 2022. It is an ordinance concerning amendment of the town's personnel ordinance for the purpose of amending the town's personnel ordinance to modify provisions relating to employee sick leave use. And to just make it super simple, previously it said family illness, which shall include parent, spouse, or children who reside in the employee's household. We are now removing the portion that says resides in the employee's household. That way the employees have more freedom to assist their family when they are sick. And that's about it.
Thank you. All right, so that will be available for viewing on the website. So take a look at that, and then that will be for adoption next month. Moving on, petitions, we have none. Unfinished business, we have none. New business, we have none. Miscellaneous announcement of upcoming meetings. Here you go. Charles County Early Childhood Advisory Council presents the Blue Sky Puppet Theater performing Pigtails Wednesday, April 6th, 10 a.m. at the Outdoor Theater at the Village Green Pavilion. That's right behind us. Pre-registration is required, and you can find that on the town's website and on our Facebook page. Indian Head Volunteer Fire Department and Auxiliaries' first annual fish fry is Friday, April 8th, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Indian Head Volunteer Fire Department. I'll be there eating. Town of Indian Head Spring Celebration will be Saturday, April 9th from noon to 3 p.m. at the Village Green Park. University of Maryland Charles Regional Medical Center for Diabetes Education. Diabetes 101 no-cost education course will be Thursday, April 14th. Call 301-609-5444 for additional information. Town Hall and Public Works will be closed Friday, April 15th. No trash pickup. Planning Commission meeting will be Wednesday, April 20th, 5:30 p.m. on GoToMeeting. Town Council work session will be Wednesday, April 27th, 3:30 p.m. on GoToMeeting. Constant Yield Tax Rate hearing will be Thursday, April 28th, 6:30 p.m. at the Village Green Pavilion. The FY23 budget hearing will be Thursday, April 28th, 7 p.m. at the Village Green Pavilion. Our next town meeting will be Monday, May 2nd, 7 p.m. at the Village Green Pavilion. Weekly food distribution events, Lifestyles, and Hunger Charles County Care Cabana Food Distribution and Maryland Diaper Bank Distribution Site will be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. outside of the Black Box Theater. In His Service Community Ministry, grocery bag food giveaways at 7305 Indian Head Highway, Bryan's Road, Maryland, 20616 will be the first and third Mondays of each month, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Please make sure you check out the town's website, www.townofIndianhead.org, to stay up to date on any changes to the upcoming meetings, events, or holiday closures. Follow us on the Town of Indian Head Facebook page. Alrighty. Now, last one is citizens' comment. If anyone has a comment, approach the podium with your comment and your name.
We also have that flyer in there
Oh, yes.
from the, yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
One more for upcoming events. Indian Head Worship Center's first annual Women's Health Fair will be May 14th 2022. This is a free community event in partnership with Charles County Department of Health. They'll have blood pressure checks, learn how to read food labels, diabetes management tips on site, WIC enrollment, free rapid HIV testing, free workout with a personal trainer, free lunch and clothes giveaway, and you can get a $10 gift card and much more. That's 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Indian Head Worship Center at 4404 Indian Head Highway, Indian Head, Maryland 20640. For more information, you can contact Indian Head Worship Center at clgi.org, and that is May 14th, 2022, in partnership with the Charles County Department of Health. Alrighty, now back to citizens' comments. If you have a comment, please state your name and your comment.
Wayne Higdon, Bland Drive, Indian Head. Lately, there's been a lot of controversy about people up the road want to change the Indian Head Highway again to another name. I think Piscataway Highway or something. They're making a big push with the delegates from PG County, and I understand one of our delegates from Southern Maryland, Ms. Patterson, is also says she's in agreement with that. Now, I don't know if they solicited anybody, the rest of the area, especially Indian Head and Charles County or not, but I think we need to get our 2 cents worth in too, rather than just rubber stamp and say, okay, it's a bad name, it's a racist name, we're going to do away with it. And then if they can push that, I imagine they'll come after the town next. So I think we need to get some people on our side and have us treated fairly rather than just throwing it out the door.
Yeah, a little bit of, I guess, knowledge for that particular bill that was proposed. It was amended on the House side, and it won't redo the name. It will be more of a dedication of the highway, so it won't necessarily change the name itself of the highway.
Right.
But that did pass the House, and then went over to Senate side, so it met the crossover deadline on the House side. But they amended it so at State Highway's request to not redo the name of the highway, but to simply make it as a dedication, which saves the state quite a substantial bit of money. So that's just to keep kind of update on that. I did have a conversation recently with Piscataway Conoy Tribal Chairman Francis Gray, who he stated actually his opposition of the name change. So that's just something for additional added input. It's something that we're definitely keeping an eye on, and that we are having conversations about, but with the not official name change and just being a dedication of the state-owned portions of the road, that's kind of where it stands right now.
Yeah, because there's a lot of areas and streets and towns and roads that carry the Native American names through here. So if they want to get technical, they got a whole lot of stuff they could change. But we'll see if common sense prevails. Thank you.
No problem.
I have just, Mr. Mayor, just one public service announcement. April is important for American taxpayers. It's a tax filing month, normally April 15th. And we are beginning to notice a lot of fraud-related activities, especially when it comes to taxes, things like that. And one of the recent event happened up in Waldorf, where somebody did their tax and they put it in the mailbox. And within 2 days of that, about $4,000 got taken off of their savings account. So we don't know what actually transpired, but most likely between the mailbox and in the post office, something disappeared and somebody had access to the personal information is what we suspect. But first and foremost, it is important if you can file electronically. We'd recommend it might cost you $35 or something like that, but it's safer that way. A lot of fraud prevention. But even if you have to file in paper, just make sure you actually drop it off in one of those mailboxes that the postal office that are along the highway that actually picks up, or go to the post office and drop it rather than in front of your own mailbox. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. Any other citizens' comments? Seeing no further citizens' comments, meeting adjourned.